morning, Chantilly. I'm Sabira.
And I'm Nicole. Today is Wednesday, October 2nd, 2024.
And here are your morning announcements.
Girls volleyball has an away match against Oakton. Freshmen at 5, JV at 6, and varsity at 7:15. Then field hockey has a home game against Madison. JV at 6:15, varsity at 7:30. This is their senior night.
Also today, boys volleyball has a home match against Oakton at 7:15. The team will have their senior night on Monday at 7:15. It'll be a home game against Centerville. Congrats on your first season as a sport, guys.
Over to Tuesday, girls volleyball has a home match against Centerville. Freshmen at 5, JV at 6, varsity has their senior night at 7:15. Cross country has their district finals at Brick Lake on Tuesday. Girls at 2:30 and boys at 3:30.
Join the Readers Club for a special Halloween-themed meeting on Tuesday, October 22nd, after school in the library.
Turkish Club is relatively new to Chantilly. It was created late last year.
Here's Eva with more.
Not only does the Turkish Club highlight the Turkish culture in Chantilly High School, but it also brings people from a variety of different backgrounds together to celebrate it.
Turkish Club is a club where we showcase Turkish culture with games, with movies, with presentations and shows, and also music. We spread our Turkish culture with anybody that is interested.
We usually start off with a music, making it music of the day, and from then on we could just slowly gather people and slowly start trivia or watching dramas.
I joined this club because I really wanted to learn a lot more about the Turkish culture and just Turkic culture in general. A lot of my family is from there, and I kind of feel a little bit disconnected from that culture sometimes.
I first joined when Münevver started this club. I was interested because I didn't know many Turkish people when I first came to Chantilly High School. But when she joined high school, I started to get to know more Turkish people, and slowly this year there's more Turkish people. It actually made other people notice that there is this culture, and I like this club because it actually represents the culture as a whole, and it's like food culture, dramas, everything overall.
I really just like how accepting everyone is. Only about like half of the people here are actually Turkish. There are like a lot of different people from different cultures, different places, and it's just really cool to see everyone kind of come together to celebrate this kind of culture.
You can find information on their meetings and events on their Instagram at CHS Turkish Club. This has been Eva Sia for the Nightly News. Now back to you.
I really want to try the food.
I'm more interested in learning Turkish.
Now let's switch gears to Halloween, which I am so looking forward to.
Same! I've seen so many people start to put up decorations. Let's go over to Johnny and Husnia for more.
As Halloween approaches, students throughout Chantilly prepare by putting up decorations.
I like to decorate with lights and really anything you can buy at Michael's.
I mostly use lights because they're more like vibrant and out there, and it really gives the spirit of Halloween.
My Halloween decorations, when I was a kid, I know my mom used to have like a pumpkin, and it was like an inflatable pumpkin you put outside.
I like to decorate because Halloween is my favorite holiday, and I think it's underrepresented in decorations.
It's just about the Halloween spirit. It's just something I like to do for fun, like especially like Christmas and stuff. Like that's something I love decorating for.
I start decorating like somewhere in the beginning of October because I don't like decorating in September.
Not as soon as I should. I start mid-October usually.
Students from Chantilly use decorations such as lights and pumpkins to show their Halloween spirit. This has been Johnny Fernandez and Husnia Rahmani for the Nightly News. Now back to you.
I'm really into all the lights.
I'm more of a pumpkin person myself.
I'm also into Cox Farms. Fair to call it the best part of fall?
Now for more information on Cox Farms and Fields of Fear.
As a kid, I went to Cox Farms and I would go down the slides, and it was fun, but I don't really remember it. And the most recent years, I've gone to Fields of Fear, And my favorite part's the hayride. I just like how you're sitting down, and I like getting drip in places, and it's in my opinion, one of the most scariest ones. The price is definitely worth it. It's like multiple attractions with like the maze and the hayride and the slides.
Yeah, I went. I guess my favorite part was the food because it's pretty good. That's the only place where I'll actually like eat the donuts and enjoy it.
It's fun because like people run at you and you get to run away. And it's scary.
Definitely the attractions, especially nighttime. It was really nice, like during Halloween.
My favorite part is when they run at you with a chainsaw because I don't know, it's just cool and it's fun.
I like this Halloween, like this scare attraction. We had to walk through like a maze, I think it was.
I mainly like just going there with my friends. That was probably my favorite part about it. I mean, I went there when I was younger, and it was a little bit scary, but just going there with my friends, it was just pretty fun.
It was, for me, I guess it was a little bit scary, not that bad. I do like scary things, and like it is a good place to go if you want like a little scare.
Yeah, I definitely recommend it, but especially with your friends, like it's definitely something I think you should do.
Make sure to purchase your tickets now at coxfarmsva.com if you dare. This has been Nyla Francis and Jenna Spertalozzi for the Nightly News. Now back to you.
I could eat those donuts forever.
There's nothing quite like bonding with friends over one of those fantastic donuts.
And it's a good way to escape all the stress of being a student for a little while.
World Mental Health Awareness Month aims to spread the importance of having a stable mental state.
Mental health is so important because you never know what somebody is going through.
So some of the most common symptoms or behaviors that indicate mental health problems would include a significant change in behavior. Everybody gets sad and down. There's different things that happen in our lives that cause us to feel down at times, and that's normal. Where there starts to be a problem is if that continues for a prolonged time and it starts to interfere with your daily activities. So if you start not wanting to go to practice or you start not wanting to hang out with friends, grades start dropping, your attendance at school starts being impacted. Those are all some pretty significant factors that something more is going on and that you should reach out to your counselor.
Some symptoms are probably getting really overwhelmed in low pressure situations, isolation.
So good mental health would be being able to face a problem, face a stressor, and come out on the other end of that okay.
Some signs of good mental health are probably, participation in a lot of things, putting yourself out there and really talking with other people and really interacting with others willingly instead of just staying in your own secluded spot. So
mental health is important because it impacts us every day, all day. If we are not mentally well, if we're not in a good place, we can't learn.
Feelings of mental fatigue are normal, and students can reach out to school psychologists, counselors, adults, or trusted friends for help. This has been Anubhav Sur and John Kaminsky for the Nightly News. Now back to you.
We all need someone to talk to sometimes.
I'll keep those insights in mind next time I feel down or stuck.
Now over to Delaney for the weekend weather report.
Thanks, Anchors. I'm Delaney Brooks here with all the highs and lows of our upcoming weekend. Let's start with tomorrow. So it's going to be sunny. We're going to have a high of 69 and then a low of 44. We're going to move over to Saturday. We're going to have a high of 72 and then another low of 44. We're going to finish our weekend off on Sunday. We're going to have that high of 75 and then a low of 49. That's all for the weather. Over to Shruta for the sports. Thanks, Delaney. I'm Shruta here with your latest sports for our sports teams. Cross country completed at Burke Lake on senior night. The boys placed second in the freshman-sophomore race with Brian Zhang placed fourth, Tony Kidman placed sixth, and Amir Goshlani placed 10th. The boys placed third in the junior-senior race with Jack Morgan placing first and Aiden Sachs placing seventh. The girls placed fourth in the freshman-sophomore race. The girls placed third in the junior-senior race. Football played against Herndon. Freshmen lost 27 to 18. JV lost 10 to 0. Varsity lost 37 to 14. Girls volleyball plays against South Lakes. Freshmen won 2 to 0. JV won 2 to 0. Varsity won 3 to 0. Field hockey played against Westfield. JV tied 0 to 0. Varsity lost 2 to 1. Boys volleyball played South Lakes and lost 3 to 0. That brings us to the end of the sports roundup. We'll see you next week for more updates.
Go girls volleyball.
Awesome job, guys. Well, this has been Nicole
and Sabera for the Nightly News, reminding you to stay positive, stay safe, and have a great day.
And we'll see you next week.